Hi there. My name is Suze, and I work with women to help them find balance between their internal masculine and feminine energies so that they can have lives that feel really emotionally fulfilling, full of love and connection. So, I mentioned a couple of videos ago tarot. I think it was in Sunday's video talking about my oracle card reading and how much I love oracle cards and how supportive I believe they are for trusting our intuitive knowings or intuitive nudges and really giving us a great focal point for the week. And that's why I do oracle card readings on Sundays. And I mentioned in that video tarot readings. And I do have tarot cards. I have considered doing tarot readings here on YouTube. The jury's still out on that one if I am going to do that or not sure. But if I do decide to do that, I really want to share how I see tarot that might be a little bit different than what you're seeing elsewhere with tarot readers. Because I listen to other tarot readers and I only hear a few hinting at this thing that I'm going to talk about today. And I think if you listen to tarot readers with this kind of like a filter in your head of understanding things in a slightly different filter, a slightly different way, I think you'll find it so much more self-empowering. And clearly that is my message is I've said it before in other videos. The relationship, the love is not the thing. You are the thing. And recognizing that you already have the masculine and the feminine inside of you that just need to learn how to be in union together, that need to be integrated, healed, so that they're working together in harmony and unity, which is inner union, which then manifests in the external with external union, harmony, and love in your external romantic relationship. But everything is in here. So, having said that, you can already start to see where I'm going. When you listen to a lot of tarot, there's too much focus on the other person, right? There's too much of like, well, your person is doing this or your person is this, and you're in this space and the person's in this space, and this is what's going to happen, and this could possibly happen, or maybe you need to look at it that it's not about the other person. Tarot readings are actually just about reading energy. So if you really understand that all the energies exist within you, you are your own universe inside of you all by yourself. You are your own universe inside yourself. All the energies at play that you see with your physical human eyes outside of you, all that you see happening and playing out in your physical reality is only a reflection of the energies happening inside of you. So if you start listening to tarot, and instead of thinking of it as the other person, see if you can find that energetic thing happening inside of you, particularly if you listen to a lot of tarot readings talking about divine counterparts or twin flames or soulmates or any of those spiritual love contract, karmic partners, if you listen to any of those kinds of tarot readings, those ones even more so are simply telling you where you are at with your own energies. When I started listening to tarot readings, particularly ones talking about divine feminine, divine masculine, and whenever they started talking about divine masculine, and I started thinking about where I was with myself and my masculine energy, all of a sudden the picture started changing for me. And I was able to move and grow in my own personal life so much more exponentially powerful and faster because it was so much not about the external person, which is none of my business. It really, they have their own journey, they have their own free will, right? I need to be focused on my journey and what I'm doing and how I'm showing up. And when I do that, my physical world will change. That is manifestation. As within, so without, as above, so below. I say it all the time. Another one, where your attention goes, your energy flows. Are you putting your attention on the other person, or are you putting the attention back on yourself, putting yourself in the hot seat with yourself and your energy and your attention, and seeing what you need to shift and change with yourself? And when you do, the external will shift as well. So start seeing these tarot readings as energy. It's what if it's not actually the other person? The other person is actually a different energy that clearly is in your energetic field somehow. It's another energy that's in your energetic field. If it's in your energetic field, you can work with it. You control the energies. You decide what you're doing with your own energies and where you're investing them, what you're participating in. I said this in a video a few days ago too about this planetary alignment we have right now is out of control. It's out of control. And it's really pushing us for this exact thing. Who am I now? Who was I before? And what's not coming with me as I'm moving into this new space, as I'm stepping over the threshold into this new identity of who I am and what I value and what I'm investing myself and my energy into. This is huge right now. So stop focusing on the other person. And for women, I understand this is really challenging. And again, it kind of reminds me of talking about anxious attachment, right? Anxious attachment is self-avoidant, basically. You're hyper-focusing on the other person and scared and nervous about what they're doing instead of focusing on what you're doing and what you could be doing differently that could potentially change things. Now, here's the scary part about seeing tarot in this way, right? When you start recognizing everything as energies inside of you and taking responsibility for all these energies inside of you and what you're doing with them, this is the thing. If you recognize it's not about the other person, then you're going to recognize making decisions comes very differently too, because it isn't about the other person, it's about you. If that makes any kind of sense. I'm trying to think how to break that down. When you realize it has nothing to actually do with the other person and it has everything to do with yourself, making decisions shifts very dramatically because you're leaving it up to God, source, universe, love. You're leaving it up to the higher powers that be to move things in your life, which means you take your hands off the wheel. And if someone vibrates out of your life, you let them go. If someone vibrates out of your life, you let them go. That can be scary because we feel like we're losing something if we lose someone. And that's why we get so fixated on the other person. And we get so in this anxious, fear-based space listening to these tarot cards. I almost said the tower moment. Listening, wondering what the other person is doing, thinking, feeling, what's going on with them, and how can I fix the situation, or how can I make this happen? That's manipulation and fear. You can't control anyone else, and the more that you realize everyone is having their own reality experience. Everyone is having their own bubble of an experience, and the only experience you can do anything about is your own. The only energies you have any right to do anything with are your own, and how you're perceiving a situation or how much energy you're investing into a situation. I was talking about that in my video right before this one about the cost of your love. Are you over investing in something because you're trying to get something to change there and you think that if you give more, it will change? Not healthy. But then, of course, like I said, fear comes in because then your fear of loss, or fear of loss of control over the situation, or fear of loss of the actual person is what comes into play here. It's all you. The masculine what's happening with you. And it's really mind blowing. It really blew my mind when I started listening to readings in this way. And whenever they said divine masculine, I looked at what I was physically actively doing in my life with my masculine energy. It was wild how it matched up. Mind blowing. Because remember, your masculine energy is like what you're doing for work, right? Me speaking to you right now, me deciding to start a YouTube channel and try this new thing out. That was a masculine energy move for me. Trying to do something new, teaching, speaking, letting myself be seen. It's all masculine energy. So I hope this video helped. I would love to have comments from any of you if you have any other little fun little takes that you kind of have your own filter when you listen to tarot readings. And let me know if this made sense. It's kind of, I feel like this is one of those things that's such an energetic conversation. It's sometimes hard for me to find the words because words don't accurately reflect energies sometimes. They kind of fall flat for how big energies are and how they feel. So I hope this video helped. Please let me know if you guys appreciated this and understood my message here. And again, if you have any other little things that you notice you kind of interpret tarot a little bit differently than most people do. So have a beautiful day. Thank you so much for listening, and I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye for now.